Okay. Okay, here we go.
Huh.
Jesus.
That's not in the video. No one's gonna ever see that.
Wait, hold on.
There was no
That's what
even.
you
There's no
think.
abs. Kyle has the real abs.
Oh God.
No one's gonna see it. Oh my God. Except for you.
Put your face in it. Put your face. Except for you. Look it. Look it. Look at his belly button.
Don't.
Look at his belly button.
Don't lick the camera. I need to clean that later.
Devin, I think we still need that to shoot.
Okay. All right.
My DMs are open. Instagram @KidHaru.
No Nut November struggle.
That's for you, editor. ASMR.
I'm gonna make you.
Devin, sit down.
I'm gonna make you edit this one.
No. Well, no one's gonna ever see it if I edit it. Oh God.
Yeah. Okay.
As you were saying.
Anyway, fucking Jesus Christ. All right. In 3,
He didn't do that. He was a virgin.
1, action. In McRoadkill news,
Roadkill.
submitted by Bambi.
Holy shit.
Her mom is dead.
Yeah, and probably hit by a car. Just kidding, she was shot.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, so California legalizes eating roadkill.
Wait, California.
Yeah, California. So Gavin Newsom has signed into effect the Wildlife Traffic Safety Act, which makes it legal for drivers to take home and eat animals that they hit with their cars, according to the East Bay News.
Even a dog?
Okay, sorry, it specifies, sets up a program that drivers who fatally injure or stumble upon a dead deer, elk, pronghorn antelope, or wild pig to remove it, as long as they register the fine through the state and apply for the 24-hour wildlife salvage permit. So as long as you register it with the state as part of like your hunting and game license, it sounds like you can take.
You still pay a fine for like hitting it.
No.
Take it home.
It says that there's. It doesn't. It says that there's no fine. It looks like.
Is this like the drug thing where they're gonna like take you to jail and like return yourself in pretty much?
No, I don't think so. Because it also says that the program will also allow drivers to report an animal that is still living, at which point a Department of Fish and Wildlife or law enforcement official will be dispatched to kill it.
What about human?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't on the list. That was on the list. Jesus.
Things that I said? No! There it is, Josh, right there.
Shit, wait, let me see.
No.
And Josh?
Yeah, so I guess this is probably in order to curb a lot of the people that are hitting animals and just like leaving them on the road and stuff, or like people that were could potentially.
I mean,
use
were there
something.
people before that were like, I want to take this home, but it's illegal.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
And now they're like, fuck yeah, I'll take all of them home.
obviously enough people to pass it.
Think of it like this: we're cleaning up the earth, one roadkill at a time.
What?
There you go. And you know what?
I mean, the people in the.
It's vegan.
Is it? No, it's not.
Wait, what?
What?
It died of natural causes. That's vegan, right?
Is that?
That's not a natural
It
cause.
follows Buddhist rules.
Getting hit by a car is not a natural cause.
What's more natural than Newton's law? Okay.
Well, yeah, but we could also
What are we
argue that.
talking about now?
Law of inertia, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Natural selection.
Newton's law coming from a bullet is also a natural process.
Exactly. There's a technical explanation for what happened. Thus, it's natural.
It does count though. It does count. I've asked people at temple before, at like Buddhist temples, and I was like, so you guys are totally vegan, but if you just found an animal and it died on your feet, like, would you eat it? Like it's like, or let it waste? And they said they would eat it because wasting food is worse than.
I like how the Asian still slides through there.
See, and you guys gave me crap. I was right.
I guess it also depends which Buddhist
I
person you talk
don't
to,
know,
but-
I don't know that I would call it vegan because I still feel like if you gave this
No,
to
I
a vegan,
wouldn't use the word.
It wouldn't be vegan.
Vegan or
I
vegan?
to eat a piece of meat.
Pat, you are so happy about me right now. I can see it.
Pat's just like,
Pat's like, can I throw this camera at him?
Pat's sick.
Right, so
Honestly,
so just to clarify again, though, so if we hit a human, we can't eat them.
yes.
Sorry, ladies.
Oh, damn.
We call that cannibalism.
That's gonna be your fucking excuse to be like, look, baby, it's not roadkill.
Oh God, and I pictured it smelling like roadkill, and it's like that's not appetizing anymore.
Nope.
Nope, that's not right.
If you guys have been wondering where Devin was, he's been spending the last few years in the forest just eating people this entire time,
Yeah,
and he hasn't stopped.
And he hasn't registered with the.
This is
Department of
actually
Fish
his
and Game.
intervention.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Make me.
Cut it out.
Stop eating people.
Make me.
I wonder what registration is like for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, Pat. Ah,
That's a real knife, by the way.
That was way easier than we all thought it was gonna be.
because of the fake knife, I grabbed the blade actually.
Yeah, but like a man.
Because you're crazy.
I'm crazier than Devin. I'm crazier than a cannibal.
Wait, Ryan. So what were the names on there? I mean, like what were the animals?
What were the names?
The names of the people.
Animals.
anyone named Vivian?
That you can eat.
Some Jessicas on there.
So it's a dead deer,
Okay.
elk, pronghorn antelope, or wild pig. Yeah, those are the 4 that.
In California or
Yeah, Gavin Newsom, wildlife
those
trapper.
down here? Or not in Southern
I think it says
but-
East Bay News, so I think that this is more of a.
NorCal has
We
it.
get a lot of like peacocks over here, opossums.
You just thinking about Arcadia?
Yeah.
You trying to eat a possum?
You're trying to eat a pea.
Possums are pretty. No, but that's what I'm saying is like we don't get that type of roadkill here.
I think you might like more in the mountains and stuff. Like there's definitely like deer and stuff in the mountains.
You know, that's actually really smart, actually. I feel like having that. Because, like, for one, it's the bigger ones where it's like, it's something that will guarantee damage your car.
Right.
So it's less likely to be people like, yeah, we're about to get dinner tonight. It's like, oh, well.
I think you'll be like, well, this covers the cost. All right, dinner for the next month.
Do you know anybody that goes and like chases animals with their cars?
Chases deer with their car.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that that's not a thing because I'm sure it's a thing somewhere, but I'm just
I
like,
got family in Milwaukee who will beat skunks and possums to death with sticks. I'm pretty sure I know people who will put like.
that's a
Did
thing.
they take out the bag too?
Huh?
Did they take out the bag?
I think they're just killing it for sport, right?
Yeah, they killed it for fun.
What the fuck?
That's not cool.
Yeah.
Your family might be serial killers. Just looking careful.
Well,
Careful the next family reunion.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, at least they did.
Devin's the more dangerous one.
They beat to death. I couldn't do it. I'm just like, when they told me this as like a little kid, I was like, so when do I go home?
Wait,
That's what Pat's thinking right now.
question, has anyone,
I don't know, man.
has anyone here gone hunting?
I've not actually.
I've not gone hunting.
I do.
I feel like you would go.
I know, right? I fit the trope, but no, I haven't gone hunting just because honestly, it's a lot of work. It's
This
a
man
lot of
doesn't
work.
even want to go camping. If you were to drive 30 minutes to go camping, he's like, why drive 30 minutes to go relax?
It's not a 30-minute.
Yeah. You don't want to go camping? How close we are to the LA mountain,
Okay.
forest.
Okay.
You know, to like a hiking trail from here is about like 15 minutes.
That's true. I go hiking.
So then-
I go hiking.
You can camp on the beach too.
Yeah, you can.
You're the most utility person I know.
No, but I'm also very lazy. But it's because it's like so example for like deer hunting and stuff like that. Like it's a solid amount of work. Like if you kill it, like you need to, or at least the way I see it and all my hunter friends is like you need to learn how to process it because you can't just like unless you have an ATV or something like that, you can't drag it back. It's fucking heavy. Those are like
Says you.
you want to drag a 200?
Kidding.
Look at them guns. He can do it.
Look at that.
I forgot I was talking to Mr. Macho Man over here.
Sandbag toss and all that shit, man. Let's go.
Not like that, dude. He's a sound operator, okay? Kyle's got like the guns going with
He's
it.
gonna boom that deer.
I'm gonna boom the goddamn deer all the way back to the car. All the way back to the car. I'm gonna boom that shit.
I'm like dragging it behind me. And Kyle's just like doing overhead presses with it. Just like
It's just another obstacle.
yeah.
He drops it off. He's like, I'll meet you back home, and runs the 15 miles back.
If Kyle did that, I would be unsurprised.
He's like, this is nothing compared to a Spartan Ultra.
yeah.
Fucking lunatic.
But yeah,
Why do you do that to yourself?
I'm a glutton for punishment. Who the fuck knows? All right.
But yeah, I mean, you need to learn how to process it and like skin it and like, you know, cut the meat out and stuff like that. And it's just a lot of stuff that I would like to learn. I feel like it's an important skill to know how to do, but ultimately I just have not set aside the time for it. Because I've been invited before. I have friends that go to Texas to do that kind of stuff. Oh, what I do want to do is aerial hog hunting though. In Texas.
Aerial hog.
Aerial hog.
You need to explain that one. What is
With a
that?
fucking tree and shooting fucking hogs down?
No.
Imagine you're in a helicopter. Wait, are you in a helicopter and you're just like trying to find them and just pop up?
Yeah.
Exactly
So,
what it is.
okay, so
Because
just
there's too many hogs.
Just for context,
Jesus.
the feral hog problem in Texas is
very bad.
It's scary.
It's
Like
really
feral
bad.
hogs, I don't know if you've seen one or seen what they do to like cattle and other dogs and stuff like that.
Oh, they gore 'em.
Fuck them up. Like, and it's dangerous. They spread
They
disease.
can get into anything.
This is
Like,
the first time I'm hearing about this.
yo, they killed Robert Baratheon.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Just
That's so
Game of Thrones?
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
I thought you did.
I watched like a couple of minutes. Okay, so I've
Watch
seen
the one with, when she's naked walking the streets because you were saying that earlier today. Yeah, you did with your fucking smile, huh?
No, I did.
Fucking nasty.
No. So I've seen the first couple of minutes of Game of Thrones, and I saw the last couple of minutes of season 7.
Wait, so you
saw
You lying ass.
exactly two?
the things I've seen is a kid get thrown out of the fucking tower.
Okay.
And then
Conveniently leaving out the anal sex beforehand.
I see the kid is able to look into the future, past, and present.
Oh, so you just came for the brand scenes.
That's a weird
That's all I've seen.
Why?
That's just my life.
I'm pretty sure actually just went on Pornhub and then just typed in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
and
Game of Thrones sex scenes.
While watching the sex scenes, he happened to watch the other scenes too.
Of all the porn, you choose Cersei over Daenerys.
So the wild hog.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that
Hunting.
feral hogs in
surprisingly
Texas, and
complicated story.
all my friends in Texas can vouch for this. Yeah, they fuck up the land because they go and they're digging for food. So then they mess up all the farmland and stuff. They hurt people, they hurt animals, and they hurt livestock. So because of that, you can go. They have companies that will go and trap hogs and shoot hogs because it's open season. You can literally just go and shoot as many as you want. And then they also offer these helicopter aerial gun runs where you get into a helicopter, and then the farmers pay the company that does the helicopter stuff, and then you pay the company to go up in the helicopter to go shoot at hogs because there's literally just so many of them.
can't.
Yeah, that they need to kill as many as possible.
It's a complicated story though. Like if you actually like look into it, it's the problem with like capitalism is yes and it's good and bad, right?
Yeah.
Like you're like all these people are coming out to kill these hogs now, but then at the same time there are interests that want to keep the hogs there so that you can keep their business going too. So it's
Interesting.
It's complicated.
I think
That's a good point.
Because from what I've heard, there's so many hogs that it's just not a problem.
there is so many, but that they're bringing all this business to do it now. But because of that, at the same time, think about it. If now you're making $1 million a year
Right.
to fly people up, you don't want all of the hogs to go away.
Sure.
Right? So
I'm curious-
You strategically do it.
I'd be
to let them
curious-
reproduce.
So you're trying to manipulate the system vertically and try to like create more hogs, make them breed more, so there's more.
I'd be curious to see how, like, if that's a real thing, like if they're like curbing it, because as far as I know, there are so many that they just don't know what to do with, to the point where they're literally setting up tannerite traps, and
That shit's
they're
crazy.
waiting for all the hogs to go.
Tannerite traps?
It's an explosive. So they wait until the hogs get close enough, and then you
Fucking
shoot this
explodes.
explosive, and they blow up like 50 hogs at once.
Oh my god.
They've experimented with different ways of killing them.
Yeah.
They've set out like poison.
Yeah, poison
so
is pretty
that-
common.
I thought poison's bad though.
Holy
It
shit.
just goes down the food chain.
It does. That's the problem
Yeah,
too.
so then
like,
there's a bunch of different methods that they've used. So it's so that aerial gunning is pretty popular because it doesn't like leave
and it's
poison.
fun as fuck.
I'm imagining a whole movie scene. They just get in already
Oh my
stripped up
God.
while listening to the Queens and shooting them all.
It's pretty much that. Like if you see videos, it's like, wow, this is like, it's like, it's like.
Cause I'm having a good time, having a good time.
the best montage ever.
Yeah, right?
Four Ryans.
Rise is sitting there like with a sniper rifle, shoots the tannerite. He's like, yeah. So you just see like the explosion in his eyes.
Man, I feel like we're coming up with a skit in every single one of
And
these.
the hog is just like,
Comment below if you want to see one of these skits come to life.
Needs to happen.
But see, like it'll be fun up until like one of us falls, and then all of a sudden like one of the hogs picks up the rifle, and that's where.
What is going on?
And then they're like, hogs strung together.
Do we have the same understanding of what a hog is? I think we do.
Yo, they got the little
Squid stands up with his 3 heads and he starts shooting everybody down.
it's like Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but it's the Rise of the Feral Hogs.
Oh god.
Picks up. Mr. President, we have a problem. What? Hogs with machine gun.